Okay, this video is to address the question on integration after maybe a psychedelic experience, whether it involves ayahuasca, mushrooms, ketamine, and the like. The integration part of any experience is just as important as the experience itself. I'm Roger Baines, the founder of Ontology Wellness, and we facilitate such experiences. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Here's why it's really important to have an integration process. During your experience, what happens is there's a portion of the brain called the default mode process. This is the part of the brain that holds all of the habits, the belief systems, any kind of irregularities, inner punisher, as I sometimes refer to. That's the thing that stops you from going for your dreams, the thing that says to you, you can't do it, you're worthless, that's not for you. That I call the inner punisher. I call that the inner punisher. All of these things that make our lives difficult are laying in the default mode process. So what the experience, the mushroom, the ayahuasca, whatever it is that you experience does, it removes all of that away and then shows you the pure you and the pure potential of what you can be and who you are on every level, depending on your intention, which is also important. Depending on your intention, whether it's to cure something like depression or anxiety, or whether you want to fulfill and be expanded fully spiritually, mentally, and physically, and emotionally, whatever your intent is. So the mushroom shows you the potential of that without the barrier of all the beliefs, the ego, and all of that. It is during this revelation that we refer to the term ego death comes about, right? It is during that. So you then establish a new level, a new normal within your own brain, right? So what happens when you come off of your experience and you're finished with it? The old habits, the old thoughts, the old ways don't just disappear. This you also have to work, because these substances, these psychedelic substances, are not a magic pill. They're not going to do all of your work for you. They're going to make it easy, and you want to have a co-creative effort going on with them. So this is where the integration process comes in, because after your session, what happens is that new neural pathways are being built, right? You're able to see things from a different level. Now, you must carry on, because during the first, we say that we at Ontology Wellness, we do a 30-day integration process. That's how much we invest in it, because without it, much of the time, you eventually go back into the same things that you have always wanted, or that caused you to have the session to begin with, to be attracted to the plant and the medicine, right? The integration process then reinforces that which occurred during your process, your medicine, when you took it, when you were in those states, altered states of consciousness. And what happens is things will come up. Those belief systems, there's still parts of them there. They will come up. And you need someone who is familiar and experienced to guide you through them, so that they don't settle back down and start the process all over again. Emotions, belief systems, certain energies will come up, and you want to take the time to release them. You want to take the time to also, that's the first step. You want to deal with anything that comes up, and they will, because then you need to make decisions when you're in your normal state of mind about certain things that come up. And so you can give permission for them to leave and go, so that the new you, the new discoveries that you made, can then take the place of those things which are no longer serving you or good for you. All right? That's one thing. The other thing that an experienced facilitator and shaman, which is my history is I grew up with my shaman grandmother in Costa Rica, dealing with all kinds of plants, non-psychedelic mainly, and plant medicines. And so I'm very experienced at this. And one of the things you want to do is you want to reinforce and assist the new pathways that are being built, or that were set up to be built, and you want them solidified so that you can stay on that road and that highway that you intended and that you stepped onto, and really, really integrate, meaning to bring in and to embody those new things, or the parts of you that you discover, because the medicines don't give you anything. They simply open up paths to the parts of you that you didn't even know existed. And so you want the payoff for the investment that you made and the time that you spent to ingest the medicines and go through the effort to transform yourself. And this is what the integration process will guarantee. And what is the integration process? It's having assistance, community, the person you can turn to when questions come up. It's sleeping. It's taking time off and not running straight back to the rat race. It's giving yourself love, self-care, and allowing yourself to embody the new aspects about you that you have discovered, that the substances have exposed and given you access to, without all of the nonsense that prevents us from being the best version of ourselves. So I hope that helped. Any further questions I'll be happy to answer. And the name of my site is ontologywellness.com, ontologywellness.com, and we're happy to help. And if you've had a process and you're not able to get assistance with integration, you can contact us too. You don't have to have gone through us for us to help with that, just so you know. Okay, thank you so much.